Hi, if you truly love your cat, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to show you 5 real and simple ways to say, I love you, to your cat, in a way they can actually understand. Because love from human to human is one thing. Love from human to cat is something completely different. And a lot of people think that showing affection with kisses and cuddles is enough, but it's not always like that. So, since you're here, take a second to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. That really helps us keep bringing you straightforward, no fluff content about cat behavior and building real connection with your feline. And let me know in the comments, which of these things do you already do with your cat every day? Number 1. Slow blinking. They'll understand cats don't speak, but they're constantly communicating. And one of the most powerful ways they express trust is through body language, especially through their eyes. If you've ever seen your cat looking at you and slowly blinking, almost like they're about to fall asleep, that's no coincidence. That's one of the clearest ways they say, I feel safe with you. It's the feline equivalent of, I trust you. And yes, that's a form of love. The best part? You can say it back. All you need to do is pause for a few seconds, look at your cat, without staring aggressively. That can feel threatening. Take a breath, relax, and blink slowly. Close your eyes, hold it for a second, and open them gently. That's it. Sometimes your cat will blink back. Sometimes they won't. And that's okay. This isn't about getting a reaction. It's about building presence, showing calmness, and speaking their language day after day. Even if they don't respond right away, they notice. Slow blinking is something cats do with each other when they feel safe and peaceful. It's like saying, I'm not a threat, I'm calm. You can be calm too. When you do this, you're stepping into their world. You're showing that you're not just trying to impose affection or take space. You're willing to connect on their terms. And that builds something much deeper than just affection. It builds trust. Start practicing this every day. Keep it light, with no expectations. Make it a small moment of connection. Over time, you'll see your cat change. They'll seek you out more, get closer with more ease, and be more relaxed around you. Because they got the message. They know you love them. In a way they can understand. Number 2. Respect their space. Loving a cat doesn't mean constant cuddles, picking them up all the time, or surrounding them with affection when they clearly don't want it. It means understanding that, for a cat, love begins with respect. Respect for their time, their space, their pace. Cats aren't like dogs. They're not always available, not always looking for attention. Cats are more reserved. They like to observe, approach when they feel safe, and stay in control of their body and their choices. When you force cuddles, insist on holding them, or try to make them return your love on your terms, you might actually push them away. But when you do the opposite, when you step back, when you notice they need space and you let them have it, that shows something powerful. You're willing to love them in the way they need, not just the way you want. And to a cat, that means everything. Cats are extremely sensitive to pressure. When they feel forced, they shut down. But when they feel free, when they know they can come and go without being pressured, they start to open up. They start to choose you. And when they choose to come closer, that's real trust. That freedom is key to building a strong bond. When your cat chooses to be near you, with no fear, no tension, it's because they feel you respect who they are. And that's one of the deepest ways to show love. So next time your cat hides or pulls away when you try to pick them up, don't take it personally. Don't assume they don't like you. Quite the opposite. If you respect that moment, they'll notice. And when they're ready, they'll come back. In their own time, in their own way. That's how you show love to a cat, not by insisting, but by being present, being patient, and showing respect. Number 3. Talk to them using your normal voice. It might sound strange to people who don't live with cats, but they absolutely recognize our voice. And more than that, they can pick up on the emotional tone behind it. A study from the University of Paris showed that domestic cats can identify not just their owner's voice, but also shifts in tone. Whether you're calm, angry, sad, or happy. In other words, your cat knows when you've had a rough day, and they know when you're feeling good. They sense it through your energy and the sound of your voice. That's why one of the simplest and most powerful ways to show love is to talk to your cat like you would talk to someone important in your home. No baby talk, no high-pitched or exaggerated voices, and definitely no yelling or agitated tones. Just speak calmly and naturally. It can be a simple, "Good morning," a casual, "How's it going over there?" or even a comment about something that happened in your day. Even if your cat doesn't understand the words, they absolutely understand the emotion behind them. And over time, this becomes part of your routine. A bridge of trust. Your cat will begin to associate your voice with calm, safety, and comfort. They'll learn that when you speak, they don't need to be on alert. They can relax. A lot of people think cats don't care about this kind of thing because they don't react the way dogs do, jumping, wagging their tails, or barking with excitement. But the signs are there. A cat that moves toward you when you speak, that lies down nearby, that blinks slowly or twitches their ears gently at the sound of your voice, is saying they hear you. And more importantly, they like hearing you. So talk to your cat. Use your real voice. You don't need to force anything. Just be yourself. Calm, consistent, and kind. To a cat, that means much more than any meow you could try to imitate. Number 4. Play with them every day. A cat that plays is a happy cat. And a happy cat, without a doubt, feels loved. This is almost like a magic formula for understanding your relationship with your feline. Playing is one of the clearest ways to show your cat that they matter, that you care, and that the time you spend with them really means something. And the best part? It doesn't have to be complicated or require expensive resources. If you set aside 10 to 15 minutes each day to play with your cat, that simple act can make a huge difference in your relationship. Believe me, it's a big deal. And the best part is you don't need expensive or fancy toys. It could be a fishing wand, a crumpled piece of paper, or even just a string. What matters isn't the toy itself. It's the time you dedicate to them. When you play with your cat, you're telling them without words, "I see you. I care about you. I want to see you happy." During playtime, they'll feel like they're part of something bigger. It's not just about the game, but about the emotional engagement you bring to that moment. This will strengthen the bond between you, creating a foundation of trust and understanding. They'll notice that you're there, patiently observing what they like, respecting their boundaries, and making sure the experience is fun for them. It's not about forcing the game or making them do something they don't want to do. It's about reading their reactions, adapting, and making it enjoyable for both of you. Plus, playtime brings other benefits. It allows your cat to burn energy, exercise, and even reduce stress and anxiety. This is especially important for indoor cats, where physical and mental stimulation might be limited. Playing is a way to help them maintain their physical and emotional health. A cat that plays is a healthier, more balanced, and ultimately a happier cat. And even if they don't show a lot of enthusiasm or don't react the way you expect, keep going. They'll notice that every day you set aside time just for them. They might begin to look forward to that moment, anticipate the fun, and gradually get closer to you becoming more confident and secure in your relationship. Number 5. Take care of their environment. Loving a cat also means taking care of the environment they live in. When we talk about love, we're talking about comfort, safety, and well-being. A cat needs to feel at home, not just physically, but emotionally. The environment you create for them directly impacts how they feel and behave. Safe windows, for example, are essential. Cats love to observe the world outside, but if you're not careful with open windows or risky spots, they can become anxious or even hurt themselves. A place where they can safely watch the world go by gives them a sense of control and security. This is part of showing love, ensuring they have a spot to feel safe and curious without being exposed to dangers. And what about hiding spots? Cats are naturally reserved creatures, and they need places to hide when they feel overwhelmed or just need some time alone. It could be a bed under a table, a cardboard box — cats love boxes — or a small feline cave. This space is vital for their emotional well-being. Scratching is also part of this environment. Cats scratch not just to sharpen their claws, but as a way to mark territory and release stress. Providing a suitable place for this, like a scratching tree or posts, isn't just about keeping your cat entertained and happy. It's an act of care that shows you understand their needs, and of course, their bed in a quiet, comfortable spot. Cats love to sleep, and they look for a peaceful, comfortable place to rest. A safe corner, away from noise, where they can sleep undisturbed, is a clear sign that you understand their needs. It doesn't need to be expensive or fancy. It could be a simple cushion in a quiet corner. What matters is that they have a spot just for them to recharge. A clean litter box and fresh water are also part of creating a safe, comfortable environment. Keeping the litter box clean is one of the most direct ways to show your cat that you care about their well-being. Cats are very particular about cleanliness, and if they don't have a suitable, clean place to do their business, it can affect their trust in you. Additionally, always making sure they have access to fresh water is an ongoing gesture of care. These small details, often overlooked, make a huge difference for your cat. The environment you create for them doesn't need to be expensive or full of luxuries. What matters is that they feel they're in a home, respected, and loved. And remember, love is also reflected in the environment they live in. A cat that feels secure in their space, that has access to what they need, will respond with trust, calm, and affection. And in the end, that's what we all want: to be loved in a genuine way, without having to ask for it. When we talk about love, we often think love should be expressed the way we understand it. But when it comes to cats, loving them means understanding that each cat has their own way of being. It's not about making the cat adapt to your style of love. True love is when you learn to speak their language. Every cat is unique and has their own quirks, and it's up to you to adapt and understand their needs, limits, and the small gestures they make to communicate what they need. These 5 simple actions: slow blinking, respecting their space, speaking kindly, playing every day, and taking care of their environment, are gestures that demonstrate understanding and respect. They are quiet but powerful ways to create a real connection with your cat. And you know what's even more incredible? They mean more than any expensive toy or forced affection, because these actions show genuine care and true love, the kind that goes beyond any object or external gesture. When you respect your cat's space, they know that you recognize and accept their independent nature. When you blink slowly, you're telling them that you trust them and they are safe with you. When you play with them, you're not just providing fun, you're also showing them they matter to you, that you value the time spent together. And when you take care of their environment, you create a space where they can feel calm, comfortable, and loved. These small gestures make your bond with them stronger and deeper. And most importantly, they show that you're willing to put yourself in their shoes and understand what they need. It's not about being perfect or doing everything right. It's about being present, attentive, and willing to learn. And trust me, your cat will feel that. If this video made sense to you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who live with cats. Every time you spread this message, more cats will get the love and respect they deserve. And remember this: those who love, take care. But more than that, those who love, learn to listen, even when the other doesn't speak. Sometimes, love doesn't need words. It's in the actions, the gestures, and the small demonstrations of care and respect. See you in the next video. And remember, keep learning from your cat because they have so much to teach you.